Good morning, dear student. Let us start the class. Today we are going to do addition and subtraction of money from the workbook. We are going to do the remaining two questions and the practice questions. Okay, so let us start the class. Now, before starting the class, the topic for today is addition and subtraction. Now, if you add or subtract numbers, what we do, the method we use mostly is known as the vertical or column method. What is this known as? Vertical or column method. Okay, that means the numbers are placed one below the other. Now here you can see when we add or subtract numbers, we start from the ones place. That is 3 plus 4 equals to 7, 8 plus 1 equals to 9. This is known as vertical method. You are putting the numbers one below the other like a straight line. Okay, number 1 here, first number, and the second number will come below, and the last we write the answer. Now this is known, this is how we add numbers, whether it is 2 digit or 3 digit, isn't it? We have already got in the previous chapters. Now how to add money? Okay, so money also we are adding and subtracting, isn't it? Because money, we are using money in our day-to-day life. So we are adding and subtracting money. How to add them? Money also we use the same method, the vertical method. But the slight difference is here that instead of writing the place value, just we write ones, tens or hundred. In money we write as rupees and paise. Okay, this is paise and this is rupees. Both the rupees and paise are separated by a dot. This dot gives the difference between rupees and paise. Paise we already know, which is less than 100 paise. That means if it is less than 1 rupee, those amount are known as paise. Okay, and we also have discussed that 1 rupee equals to 100 paise. Okay, 1 rupee equals to 100 paise. So children, this is also known as vertical or column method for addition or subtraction of money. Here I have taken only the addition. Similarly, you can proceed in the same way for subtraction also using this method. When you are adding or subtracting money, what you have to do, you have to make columns like that. At the very middle, you have to give the dot. This gives the separates the rupees and paise. Alright, and when you're writing the answer also you have to give the dot. Okay. Now children, here I have taken an example here. Okay, you can see in the picture that a girl is buying oranges from a man. Okay, that means the man is a vendor, he is a salesperson. Okay, so the girl is buying oranges and it is given that cost of one orange equals to rupees 10. Okay, and she has bought two oranges. So what will be the amount? If the cost of one orange is rupees 10, the cost will be rupees 20, isn't it? But now the girl has given rupees 100 to the shopkeeper. Okay? 100 to the shopkeeper. First, she has gone to the shopkeeper. She has asked that what is the cost of one orange. The salesperson told that this is rupees 10. So she wants to take two oranges. Okay. Then she counted in her head and she did what? She did addition. Okay, so rupees 10 plus rupees 10 equals to rupees 20. But she doesn't have change of rupees 20. So she have given rupees 100 to the shopkeeper. Now the shopkeeper, what he will do? He will calculate how much money or how much change he should give back to the girl. So what he will do? He will take the rupees 100 and he will subtract rupees 20 from 100. Okay, then after subtracting, how much the shopkeeper will give back? The shopkeeper will give back rupees 80 to the girl. Now in this situation, both addition and subtraction has taken place. Addition for when the girl wants to buy the orange. okay, oranges, she counted what will be the amount for 2 oranges. How did she count it? She added the money in her mind. She added the amount in her mind. Then she looked in her purse. She doesn't have rupees 20, the exact note, okay, the exact amount. What she did, she gave rupees 100 to the shopkeeper. Now the shopkeeper has taken rupees 100 from the girl, and what he did, he calculated that I should subtract 20 from 100 and I should give back rupees 80 to the girl. So children, from this example, we have learned that addition and subtraction are involved in our day-to-day life. Whether you are counting number of things, or you are counting object or items, or you are counting money, we have to find the sum and difference. So children, in the last class we have done till question number 16. Let us go to question number 17. Jia bought a bunch of needles for rupees 55 and 50 paise and a few rolls of thread for rupees 43. What is the total cost of the needles and the thread? So we have to find the total cost. Okay, so these are all the hints in the word problem, what you have to do, whether you have to do subtraction or addition. Since it is written total cost, that means we have to do what? We have to do addition. So cost of needles equals to rupees 55.50. Cost of thread equals to rupees 43. Okay, now we have to put the numbers in the column here. So 55.50 and 43.00. Find the answer. Always start from this place. 0, 5, dot is there. 5 plus 3, 8 and 9. Okay, so what is the total cost? Total cost equals to rupees 98.50. So when you are writing rupees here, no need to give the paise symbol. When you make the vertical column, then you give the small p. Next question is, Diksha has rupees 300 with her. How many of the given items can she buy? Write at least 2 combinations. Use each item only once in a combination. Says Diksha is the name of a person and she has got rupees 300. What are the items she has got? Fruit basket rupees 100. Flower pot rupees 200, a t-shirt rupees 150 and a pair of slippers rupees 150. But she has got amount only rupees 300. So we have to write any combination where the amount should not be more than rupees 300 and you cannot repeat the item. Okay, so combination 1 and combination 2. The items you want to take in each of the combination cannot be repeated, but one thing is that the amount can be less than 300. It can be less or more than 300, but it cannot be more than 300. So if I take the fruit basket and the flower pot, okay, so rupees 100 for fruit basket and rupees 200 for the flower pot. What is the value? The value is rupees 300, okay, which is the amount she have. So what you can write? You can write she can purchase fruit basket plus flower pot. The second combination is if I take the t-shirt and a pair of slippers. Okay, so rupees 150 is the cost of t-shirt and rupees 150 for the pair of slippers. Okay, so rupees 300. So it is also same amount. Okay, the amount has not exceeded than rupees 300. So what I have, she can take one t-shirt and slippers. Okay, now you can combine other product also, like you can take a fruit basket and a t-shirt also, which will be 100 plus 150 will be 250, which is less than 300, but she can purchase it. Okay, or you can take a fruit basket and a pair of slippers, which will be 250. So you can make your own combination. The rule is that you cannot repeat and it shouldn't be more than 300. Now children, in the practice question, page number 15, you can find a question from 1 to 10 are all addition and subtraction of money. So you can do all by yourself. I'll be uploading the correct answer in the Google Classroom in a few days time. Okay, so here is addition, solve. If you have to give, even the word is solve is given, that means the plus sign is given, plus. Okay, then write in columns and subtract, that means you have to make the column and then you have to subtract. Okay, so all these are easy question. I will be doing one question from here out of from 1 to 10, that is 10A. I thought it might be a little difficult since there is regrouping here, so I thought of doing this question. The question is, you have to subtract, okay, this amount from this amount. Okay, so what you can have, I have done here, I have made the column here, I have put the numbers accordingly, rupees and paise, the dots are also there. So let me start from here. 7 minus 0 7, 8 minus 0 8, the dot will come down. Now here I have got 0 and 3 is a bigger number, so what it will do, it will borrow from 4 and it will become 10. Okay, and this will become 3. So 10 minus 3 it is 7 and 3 minus 2 it is 1. So it is rupees 17.87. Okay, the rest of the question are not very difficult. You just have to add, make sure that calculations are correct. Now let me go to the question number 11. In question number 11 is given a water bottle cost rupees 15 and 50 paise and a lunch box cost rupees 84 and 25 paise. What is their total cost? Total cost means you have to add. So write the statement. You can write the statement of your own. You can write cost of the water bottle equals to this much, cost of the lunch box equal to this much. You have to find the total cost. Similarly, Prem had rupees 25 and Shyam had rupees 62. How much money do they have in all? So in all is also another word for addition. So you have to find the total money Prem and Shyam had. Question number 13, sugar cost rupees 45 and jaggery cost rupees 55. So sugar and jaggery are two sweet products. Okay, the sugar is rupees 45 and jaggery is rupees 55. What is the total cost of the two items? What is the total cost? You have to add. So statements you can write in your own words, like cost of sugar. Okay, I'm just giving the way how to write. Cost of sugar equals to 45. Similarly, cost of jaggery is rupees 55. Now the question is given, what is the total cost? That means find the total of this. Okay, now question number B is given, which one cost more and by how much? So there are two answers here. Which is more costly, sugar or jaggery? So we know 55 is bigger than 45, so jaggery cost more than sugar. And by how much? That means jaggery is costlier than sugar by how much? So what you can do, you have to subtract. So 55 minus 45, you will get 0 and 1. So jaggery is costlier than sugar by rupees 10. The next question number 14 is, a pencil box cost rupees 50. The cost of an exam pad is 10 less than the cost of the pencil box. What is the cost of the exam pad? Now the cost of pencil box is how much? Rupees 50. Okay, and the exam pad is rupees 10 less than this. Now we have to find the cost of the exam pad. So how you can do? Just subtract it. Rupees 50 minus rupees 10. How much you will get? Rupees 40. So the cost of the exam pad is rupees 40, because the cost of the exam pad is rupees 10 less than the cost of the pencil box. Okay. The last question is, the total cost of a notebook and a marker pen is rupees 87. If the cost of the notebook is 47, what is the cost of the marker pen? Now the total cost of notebook and marker is rupees 87. Notebook price is given, marker price is not given. So how to find out? You have to find out rupees 87 minus rupees 47. So if you subtract, I think you will get the answer rupees 40. Okay, so children, I have given the hints how to do here. Okay, the one thing only you have to do is you have to write the statement. So I have not written the statement for these questions because I want you to practice how to write statement, because in the exam if you don't write the statement for word problem, your marks will be deducted. Okay, write the statement. The statements are already given in the question. You just write it down 2 or 3 lines and then you show the calculation. Now children, here I have taken 2 questions. Okay, Priya has rupees 65 and Mona has rupees 30. How much money do they have in all? Okay, so the word in all is there, which is used for, you already know, it is addition. Okay, so here only rupees is given, no paise. So you can make the vertical column for rupees and you can find the answer. The next question is, the cost of a chocolate bar is rupees 45 and a sandwich is rupees 30. Which cost more and by how much? Okay, so chocolate bar is rupees 45 and sandwich is rupees 30. So which is more costlier and by how much? Okay, so first there are 2 answers here. First you have to compare the amount. Okay, that means you have to find a greater and smaller value, and then afterwards you have to find out which is which item is more costlier and by how much from the other. Okay, the keywords which are used in this chapter are rupees and paise. Okay, so rupees and paise represents money, both are separated by a dot. Okay, so children, with this I conclude my video, and if you have any doubt you can drop a message in my WhatsApp number. Thank you.